Your energy is your responsibility. The vibe that you put off, it affects other people. It really does. And on the flip side there, you think about being around other people, you letting other people affect your energy. That basically is them controlling you. That's you being at the mercy of somebody else, of many other people technically. Because if you go around other people and you're constantly being affected by that, and then you get a sour energy or you start acting weird, see what I'm saying? You're always going to be at the mercy of somebody else if you cannot control your energy. And I understand being in, a certain area or certain crowds for a long period of time. If things are always, negative and intense or fearful, that is going to affect you more than you just being around somebody or, a certain place just for a small period of time. But you can still do everything you can to make sure that you are not putting off that same negative, down energy, right? Whatever it is, you can still be a light. You can still be, at least keep your own light. I've always said in the workplace, even before I got into energy and, all this metaphysical stuff and universal love and all that, I noticed if I came in with a sour attitude, I had problems at home or had a crazy morning because I was rushing, that day was going to be chaos. And I felt like I could affect everybody else's energy. Like if I'm in a bad mood, other people are going to start getting attitudes. You know what I'm saying? But if I was happy and I was, positive and loving and I'm giving people praise, being the manager or even just an employee, you can do this if you work a regular job. And I noticed the rushes would go so much smoother. It would just be peaceful and everybody would be having fun. So this was like an everyday thing. I was working 50 hours doing this, and it really makes a huge difference. And so that's why I feel like it is very vital to be able to keep your energy at a certain point, at a certain level. I understand if you're going through things, it's going to be different. And if you are around certain energy, for an extended period, you're going to have to do more and you're going to have to try harder to keep. Sorry, there's just an interesting noise. I don't know what the animal is. Never heard it before. Yeah, you're going to have to try harder. You're going to have to hold your energy, keep checking in with yourself, keep making sure that you're okay. What do you need to do to make sure that you're okay? That nothing is getting to you like it could, because it can penetrate you, and you're gonna have to put yourself back. You're gonna have to constantly be like, what is making me feel like this? Maybe I should go outside. Maybe I should go take a walk. Start looking at things differently instead of somebody is, complaining, somebody is diving deep into whatever's going on in their life and it's not the best. Instead of you engaging in that or letting it get to you, just stay neutral, stay positive, stay loving, stay out of it if you can. That's the best thing. Keep yourself at a certain distance and it's not going to affect you. There's tips and tricks that you can use. Whatever works for you, works for you. But it is vital that you are in control of your own energy and you are not putting that negativity out there for other people, because most other people cannot control that. They cannot, they don't even realize it's affecting them. You see what I'm saying? They just go in and they soak it up, especially if, okay, for the human design people or anybody that's interested in human design, if you have an open solar plexus, like your solar plexus center is open, undefined, you are going to soak in other people's energy more than anyone else. So it is really important for you to decipher and realize that most of the time, these bad moods, these negative feelings that you're getting are not your own. So you've got to shake it off. You've got to figure out, go ground yourself, go, exercise, go listen to some high vibrational music, go do something, sit in sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is my favorite thing, on the grass, the sun, whatever. Be in nature. You have to create that zen for yourself. It is nobody else's responsibility but your own.